guys, this is your Tita in China and today we're back with a new skincare video. Today we're going to continue our conversation about hormonal acne, and specifically we're going to talk about what diet works best for hormonal acne and acne in general. And we're also going to talk about popular holistic or natural treatments for acne. But before we move on, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Emmeline and I am your Tita in China. I come up with skincare videos as well as living in China related videos. I have been living in China for almost 5 years. In terms of skincare, I have worked with various cosmetic and pharmaceutical companies within Asia, and I have gone through so much marketing literature as well as scientific literature to help create marketing campaigns for the brands that I work with. So I have used both the marketing and the scientific information that I have learned throughout the years, and I add my own personal research on top of that, and I hope that I create videos that are informative as well as effective and will help you treat whatever skin condition that you have. When it comes to recommending products, I try to be as responsible as possible, and not only do I tell everyone what the possible irritants are within a formulation, I also try my best to separate the marketing from the science, all in the effort to help you make better decisions when you're buying your skincare. Skincare related videos come out every Sunday and my China related videos come out every Wednesday or Friday or both. It just depends on how much time I have to make videos that week. If the kind of content I make is interesting to you, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so that you will know the next time your Tita in China will have a new video. And don't forget to follow me on social media. The links are in the description box. So without further ado, let's talk about hormonal acne. If you haven't watched my previous hormonal acne video, please do before watching this one, because there I explain science-based or evidence-based skincare ingredients, and I also talk about how acne is formed and how hormonal acne is actually different from normal acne. The link is up here. Please check it out before you watch this one. So in my previous video, I talked about how hormonal acne actually has an internal component, and the first thing that you need to do is to go to a dermatologist so that the dermatologist will actually be able to help you resolve that internal component. Some of these internal or health issues include polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS, which is quite common in women, as well as taking certain medications can actually predispose you to having hormonal acne. However, in my previous video, I also touched a little bit on what is called the insulin-like growth factors, and this is something that is often triggered by lifestyle or dietary choices. And by that, I mean hormonal acne can sometimes be caused or aggravated if we eat a diet high in refined food, processed food, and sugar. So today we're going to focus on this particular factor that can cause hormonal acne, which is related to your diet. Refined foods and processed food and a high amount of refined sugar in the diet is not actually good for your skin or your health in general. I mean, of course, if we have a treat every now and then, it's not really an issue. However, if refined food or processed food becomes a staple ingredient or a staple in your diet, then you definitely are setting yourself up for hormonal acne. An imbalanced diet that is high in refined carbohydrates and refined processed food is actually very bad for your skin and your general health because it's very poor in nutrients and it's very poor in the things that makes your body healthy. Always remember that a balanced diet always includes fruits and vegetables and healthy starches. And if you're going to exclude fruits and vegetables from your diet, your skin will really suffer for it. On top of that, food that is high on the GI or glycemic index scale is very bad for your skin because it triggers your body to create insulin-like growth factors, and insulin-like growth factors actually contributes in making your skin more oily and more susceptible to pimples and breakouts. And this is the reason why dermatologists would tell you not to eat things like potato chips or french fries or fried food. The problem is not necessarily the oil, even if you do need to avoid oily food for your general health. And it's not because the oil in the fried food or the oil in the potato chips will also create oil on your face. It's actually because these are examples of foods that are very high on the glycemic index. And again, foods that are high in glycemic index will just trigger your body to create insulin-like growth factors. And the increase of insulin-like growth factors in your body will push your skin to create more oil, more sebum, and that is just a perfect environment for you to have a breakout. A lot of dermatologists also recommend not taking any dairy dairy or minimizing the amount of dairy in your diet. However, this is something that is specific only to certain people who have a certain kind of acne. However, it really doesn't hurt to cut out dairy and see how your skin will react to that. But when it comes to science-based or evidence-based literature, it's a bit tricky because there are some studies that claim that dairy actually aggravates acne, but there are some studies that claim that they did not see any connection between dairy and acne. So if you ask me, I think that if your dermatologist recommends that you avoid dairy, then do that. I don't think you're going to lose anything anyway if you're going to cut out dairy from your diet. So it's a safe bet and it's something that's not going to hurt you in the long run. When it comes to treating your acne, or I guess treating any medical condition, I know that there are a lot of people who want to go the natural or the holistic route. Personally, I always want to get the opinion of a medical professional, whether I am just dealing with a tummy ache or whether I'm dealing with hormonal acne. And I also don't see the harm if some people will want to go the natural route, as long as you realize that if the natural route does not work, then it's probably time for you to see a healthcare professional so that you will get the proper treatment and the proper help that you need. We have to remember that natural isn't always great and that chemicals or medicine is not always bad for us. Because at the end of the day, guys, it is marketing that is responsible for making natural products look good. And it is also marketing that has made chemical look bad. Antibiotics, maintenance medications, or just medication in general are all chemical, and yet we need them. A lot of us need them so that we will be able to survive and that we just don't die. While other natural things, for example, like mushrooms or even the sun, can actually make us very, very sick. Personally, I'm very allergic to mushrooms and it's something that can actually send me to the ER if I accidentally ingest it. And if I put something with mushrooms on my skin or my face, it automatically becomes red, itchy, and super inflamed. And yet mushrooms are very natural. Sunlight, for example, is the most natural thing. However, in some people, in millions of people, it can actually cause skin cancer. So natural is not always good and chemical is not always bad. And that's the reason why we need to be smart when it comes to choosing our skincare products so that we will be able to understand or will be able to identify what chemicals are bad in a formulation and what natural products are not good for us within the formulation of our products. I think the most popular natural anti-acne treatment is tea tree oil, and this is of course antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory, and it also has a lot of studies backing it up. So it's almost like the natural version of benzoyl peroxide, which is something that is used to kill the bacteria that is aggravating your acne. However, this is still an essential oil and it's still a fragrant essential oil. It has a lot of fragrance compounds in it that can be unsuitable to sensitive skin. So even if it is a natural ingredient, it's not something that you can just keep putting on your face because it actually makes your skin more sensitive over time. On top of that, it is actually phototoxic. In other words, it increases your skin sensitivity to the sun. So you never use it in the daytime. This is strictly something that you use in your nighttime skincare routine. And even then, you need to make sure that you wear sunscreen in the morning because it really makes your skin so much more vulnerable to the sun. The next one is green tea or green tea extract. And this is an ingredient that has a lot of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. There are countless studies that show that green tea actually has a lot of antioxidants and is actually anti-inflammatory when you ingest it. There are some small studies like this that says that green tea is actually very helpful in minimizing oil production and is therefore effective or helpful in the treatment of acne. And these are studies that only use 2% or 3% green tea preparations. However, it can be drying, so if you have sensitive skin or dry skin, it's best to double up on your moisturizer if you are going to add green tea into your skincare routine. The next one is willow bark extract, and it claims to have soothing and anti-inflammatory benefits. And while there are some small studies that prove that it is indeed soothing and skin conditioning, the big issue with willow bark extract is that it is often marketed as an alternative for salicylic acid. And this is because willow bark actually contains a compound called salicin. And salicin can be digested or processed in the lab to create salicylic acid. And of course, when we hear salicylic acid, we always associate it to anti-acne treatments because salicylic acid can go into the pore and unclog your pore, which will eventually lead to acne prevention. However, salicin still needs to be processed or digested before it actually turns into salicylic acid. Therefore, just putting willow bark or salicin into a skincare product and is not going to do anything. It's not going to produce salicylic acid. So the connection between willow bark and salicylic acid and anti-acne treatment is actually something that was created for you by marketing. Because there is definitely no science, there's no evidence that proves that willow bark, when put in a skincare ingredient and applied topically to your skin, actually has the same effect as salicylic acid. Until now, we don't have a science-based alternative to salicylic acid. So if you're tempted to buy a product with willow bark extract because it's a natural alternative to salicylic acid, just skip it and save your money. Willow bark extract is simply not an alternative for salicylic acid. If you want to use it as a moisturizer, that's fine, but expecting willow bark extract in a product to actually clean out your pores and have the same effect as salicylic acid is just totally not science-based and it's not worth your money. The next one is apple cider vinegar. Now, I love apple cider vinegar. I cook with it all the time. But the problem is we think that apple cider vinegar is this magical ingredient that can actually cure everything from acne to obesity. The fact is, it's all marketing. Acne and obesity are issues that have so many different factors. And thinking that you can solve all of those factors by just one ingredient is the work of marketing. It's the work of anecdotal evidence, people who you look up to telling you that all they did was to drink a cup of apple cider vinegar every day and it cleared their skin. But anecdotal evidence is not science. Personal experience is not science. And at the end of the day, there's actually no real science that apple cider vinegar can help you clear your acne or help you lose weight. And it doesn't matter what kind of enzymes there are in the apple cider vinegar, it's way too acidic for your skin. And if your skin is already sensitive, inflamed, and red because you have an acne breakout, the last thing that you want is to put something acidic on your skin because it can literally burn your already vulnerable skin. It might be okay in the beginning, but in the long run, you're going to actually sensitize your skin and damage your skin barrier. So always remember not only of the short-term gratification, but the long-term health of your skin. So actually, I have nothing good to say about apple cider vinegar in skincare. The next one is Aztec Healing Mask or bentonite clay. The fact that we call it Aztec Healing Clay is all marketing. We actually don't really have literature that says that the Aztecs actually used bentonite clay specifically to put on their skin. However, the word Aztec denotes something that is ancient and something that is revered. And as human beings, we actually have this sort of connection or this sort of respect for things that are ancient. And on top of that, we have the word healing, which is actually a very, very powerful word, especially if you're going to attach it onto something that claims to have the power to rid you or to get rid of something that bothers you so much. This product doesn't actually have real healing benefits, and it doesn't actually have real detoxification benefits. As a matter of fact, the word detox is a word that is abused by the marketing industry because it denotes that something actually purifies you. According to marketing studies, every culture in the world has this idea, that has this ingrained idea that we are somehow deeply dirty, and it is only by sacrifice or by doing something special that we are cleansed. And this is something that is very deeply rooted into us, that idea that if we're going to sacrifice something or if we're going to struggle through something, that somehow we're going to come out on the other end purer and better. So this is the reason why the word detox actually works so well. But in terms of skincare, what exactly are we trying to detoxify from our skin? What exactly are we trying to remove from our skin? Acne is a medical condition and you have to treat it in different levels. You'll maybe need medication. Maybe you will need to exfoliate more. Maybe you'll need to have better skincare. Maybe you'll even have to go to a dermatologist to get some laser done. Hormonal acne doesn't happen because your skin is dirty or you're dirty and somehow you need to be detoxified or purified. Hormonal acne is not some bad spirit that latched onto you that you need to exercise it or you need to purify yourself from it. Your skin is not impure. Your skin is not toxic to begin with. So why do you even want to detoxify it? So while bentonite clay can dry out your skin or it can remove surface dirt, pollution, and surface oil, it only does that while it's on your face. That means it doesn't actually change the underlying structure of your skin. It doesn't fix the underlying problems that you may have, which is the reason why you're having hormonal acne. It's simply something that sucks up dirt, moisture, and oil from your face while you put it on. It doesn't actually fix the problem long term. So maybe using it once or twice a week is not really going to hurt your skin, but if you're going to rely on bentonite clay instead of actually getting proper advice from a dermatologist, then you're just setting yourself up for more breakouts for worse acne in the future. The last thing I'm going to talk about is witch hazel, and it claims to have anti-inflammatory and also antioxidant benefits, but actually antioxidants in witch hazel come in the form of tannins, which can actually be very drying to the skin and can be sensitizing to the skin over time. So maybe it's not that bad to use witch hazel in the short term. However, over time, it really damages your skin barrier and it just makes your skin so much more sensitive. The skincare products that you choose should make your skin stronger and more resilient over time. It should fix as much as possible the underlying causes of the issues that you have with your skin, whether it's hormonal acne or just normal acne or hyperpigmentation or dryness. Your skincare products should be able to fix the underlying issues for your skincare problems. If it's only good for the short term but actually destroys your skin in the long run, then it's not a good skincare product, and why invest money in it? However, if you really want to use witch hazel, then fine, just make sure that you don't leave it on your skin. Meaning, if you're going to use it to like remove oil or dirt from your face, make sure that you follow that up with a gel cleanser or a non-foaming cleanser. On top of that, if you really want to use witch hazel, choose the ones that don't have fragrance. Choose the unscented variety. And of course, choose an alcohol-free witch hazel product. Alcohols, essential oils, and fragrances only make your skin more sensitive and more prone to inflammation and breakout. In my last video, I told you that for hormonal acne, the best thing that you need to do is to minimize and simplify your skincare and to use things that don't have fragrance or essential oils or alcohols in them, because those skincare ingredients only damage your skin over time. So I would recommend these ones from Cetaphil. This one is their gentle skin cleanser. This formula is very gentle, non-irritating, and good for any skin type. I use this pretty often actually, but it's not really good for removing waterproof makeup. So I do start with a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm first, and then I go in with this to remove the residue. Afterwards, I go in with this one. This is a moisturizing lotion. And you can use this for your face and your body. This is very light. Doesn't really leave a white cast. It sinks into your skin really quickly. And this one is their sunscreen. It's SPF 50 with a PA of 4 pluses. I have to warn you though, this one definitely has a white cast. There you go. So you can see that there's a white cast there. But if you want, you can also use like a bronzer, add a bit of bronzer to this so that it's going to complement your skin a bit more. Or you can check this video up here where I talk about 12 different sunscreens, all of them with no white cast. And some of them are actually very good for acne prone or sensitive skin. So please check that out for more sunscreen recommendations. Another brand I really like is Cerave, and these are their cleansers. This is the hydrating one and this is the foaming one. Even the foaming version doesn't really foam up that much, but it definitely does not leave my skin tight or dry. I personally use the gel cleanser in the evening with my double cleanse and the hydrating cleanser in the morning, but it's up to you whether you want to use both or just one. These ones are their moisturizers. This one is the moisturizing cream and this one is the moisturizing lotion. The difference is in the texture. The cream is much thicker and the lotion is much thinner, and both you can actually use on your face and on your body. However, whether you're choosing the moisturizing cream or the moisturizing lotion, they do tend to be a little bit heavy, so I only use both at night. These two products are definitely my favorites from Cerave, the facial moisturizing lotion for daytime, this one, and the facial moisturizing lotion for nighttime. Of all the Cerave products, I love these ones the most. And this one, the Facial Moisturizing Lotion for nighttime, is super duper lightweight that I'm pretty sure that even in a humid country like the Philippines, you will find this very comfortable to use both in the daytime and in the nighttime. And this one also has niacinamide, which is really effective in lightening dark spots and also controlling oil production on your skin. The Facial Moisturizing Lotion for daytime has SPF 30 and it is oil-free, and I like that it's not sticky or shiny on my skin. However, it does have a white cast. So what I do with this is I put a little bit of bronzer or a tinted moisturizer so that it's going to be a bit more suitable for my skin tone. So all Cerave products have 3 kinds of ceramides as well as hyaluronic acid, and ceramides is essential in the maintenance of your skin barrier and also to keep your skin healthy, supple, and plump. And of course, hyaluronic acid maintains the hydration and moisture on your face. So when it comes to drugstore brand, Cerave is actually something that I really like. I'm not sure if you can find Cerave in Watson's or Mercury Drug in the Philippines, but I'm pretty sure that you can find it either on Shopee or Lazada from private sellers. Lastly, this one is from Neutrogena, and this is their oil-free moisturizer, which is good for sensitive skin. This is a very basic, quick to absorb, and lightweight moisturizer that is oil-free. So I'm sure those with really oily skin will appreciate using a moisturizer like this. I'm not saying that oils are bad for sensitive skin or oily skin. However, if you are using different kinds of serums or spot treatments or even some ointments from your dermatologist, you might not like using a moisturizer that is too heavy or too greasy. So all of these brands are drugstore brands and you can buy them in the Philippines. Except for Cerave, you can't buy this one from the Philippines, but you can buy it online from private sellers. All these products are essential oil-free, fragrance-free, and alcohol-free, and they're suitable for all skin types, not only those who are acne-prone. All of them are dermatologist-approved and safe and gentle on your skin. They are not the most luxurious products, they are not the most elegant products, but these are no-nonsense products that work, and you can always rely on them to deliver whatever it is that they promise to deliver. And to be honest, if you find a skincare product that does what it says it will do at a very affordable price, what's not to like? So that's it guys, that's our video for today. I hope that you found this informative and that you found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and share this to your friends who are also skincare buffs. Or if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions about anything I said in the video or any of the products I mentioned, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching guys. See you next time. Bye! 下次见!